Hello YouTube, this is TierPrices67 and we are back with the BBR Wi-Fi's playoffs. We are now in the semifinals and we are going up against my good friend Tony. So fun fact, Tony was the one person I was mocking with every single week of the BBR season. So now we have to face off against him. The thing is, the fact that we've been mocking every week is we have a pretty good idea of how both of us want to use our teams, how we've used them in like the past in our mocks or whatever. And so he has a really good idea of how I like using my team and vice versa. So we definitely have our work cut out for us. Looking at his team, he has Cutiefly, Apom, Coughing, Toadschool, Qfint, Houndour, Corphish, Krogunk, and Bonsly. The biggest threat on his teams are like Apom, Corphish especially. Qfent can be really scary, and like Krogunk as well. So I definitely have like some work I need to do. Corphish is extremely scary as I really don't like bringing Grookey here because he has so many great Grookey checks that it makes me not want to bring Grookey in the first place. So like Corphish can go really wild versus my team, which is very scary to think about. But all that being said, this is what we will be bringing. So first and foremost, we have Alolan Vulpix with the Icy Rock, rocking Freeze Dry, Extra Sensory, Hypnosis, and Aurora Veil. Freeze Dry and Extra Sensory, of course, to hit everything outside of the Qfint and the Houndour rather hard. Hypnosis can like put like Qfint like trying to switch into sleep. Aurora Veil allows me to get up screens. Of course, he does have Brick Break on his team with stuff like Corphish or Apom. But if I'm able to get screens up and at least keep them up for a little bit, I can like kind of stop Corphish from being such a huge sweep threat early on, as well as anything else that may want to sweep me. So like a Nasty Plot or Swords Dance Krogunk in that matter. So yeah, that is why I'm bringing that set. Also, I am not max speed timid. I did want to put a little bit in bulk, so that Alolan Vulpix can take hits a little bit better. And I didn't really feel like I needed to speed tie with stuff like Toadschool or Houndour. Houndour I'm not touching anyway, so I don't really think I would ever want to say him versus Houndour. And Toadschool, I'm okay with Toadschool winning the speed tie there, or like because it can rapid spin up and like be faster than me anyway. So if Toadschool does come, I'm okay with it always being faster than me. Next we have Makuhita rocking Bullet Punch, Whirlwind, Zen Headbutt, and Drain Punch. I am rocking Whirlwind specifically for the Corphish if it decides that it wants to set up. I can Whirlwind it out, prevent it from setting it up, and let it have to come in another turn to try and do it. Drain Punch and Zen Headbutt for Zen Headbutt, of course, for stuff like Krogunk or Coughing. Drain Punch for both Qfant and Bonsly and Houndour, and Bullet Punch just for good priority to hit stuff like Cutiefly. Also, we are a thick fat set so that we are able to better check Houndour. I was thinking about Guts just so like we could take on Coughing better, but if it ends up being like neutralizing gas Coughing, then Guts isn't going to be that great for me until after Coughing's gone, and by that point, I'll be taking a lot from Houndour anyway, so I felt like just being thick fat is better overall. Next we have Grimer Alola. This is a max defense, max HP set with knockoff Drain Punch, Zen Headbutt, and Poison Jab. I am max defense, max HP because at +2, Crab Hammer only has a 6% chance to take me out from full. So that is why I'm both max HP and max defense. Liquidation doesn't take me out from full. And even with Rocks Up, I still have a good chance of living it, so that's also a big reason to be like max defense, max HP in this battle, so I could better take on Corphish. Next we have Wingull, of course being Choice Scarf Wingull with Surf, U-Turn, Air Slash Knockoff. The thing is, my opponent does not take Air Slashes that well, especially once Qfint or Bonsly goes down. And once like one or both those Pokemon go down, I could start spamming Air Slash rather freely versus my opponent, and they don't really have much to like take it on with. And so like every time Wingull comes in, it can almost like cause a sack, which is pretty huge. Next we have Elekid rocking Oranberry with Static with Full Switch, Ice Punch, Protect, and Psychic. We are a more special attacking set this week because we are running Psychic and Volt Switch. Ice Punch there, of course, just to like do good damage to Toadschool. I have run mocks where Toadschool is able to live an Ice Punch from a Jolly like max attack and like Life Orb Elekid, so I felt like I don't need to like if the Toadschool's coming, I'm expecting it to be like really bulky to the point where it can easily live an Ice Punch. So if that does happen, then I'm not going to be staying in versus that anyways. We are static, of course, for stuff like APOM, especially if it wants to be like Fury Swipes APOM. We can really get a good chance to proc static unless it's protective pads. And if we proc static on APOM, that would be huge. Finally, we have Alolan Sandshrew with the heavy duty boots, rocking Earthquake, Iron Head, Rapid Spin, Ice Shard. We are boots specifically for Sticky Web Cutiefly. If Cutiefly does want to get out webs, I can always go into Alolan Sandshrew and spin them away rather freely. I think like the biggest issue I have though is that like my bulk isn't great, so if Cutiefly decides like it's Life Orb and wants to decide to instead spam something like Moonblast versus me, then that could be an issue as well. But either way, if webs go up, then Alolan Sandshrew can always just spin them away. But yeah, that is the team. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll catch you all once the battle begins. Okay, we are connected with Tony here to see what they want to bring. They're not bringing Cutiefly, which is huge. I don't have to worry about webs. Makuhita looks a lot better now. Yeah, Alright, so they are bringing Houndour and Corphish and Qfant and Croagunk, Coughing, and Apom, but no Cutiefly is big. So how do I want to lead this? No Toadschool either, so I think I want to lead Makuhita, maybe. Yeah, I think I want to lead Makuhita. It looks good into everything on his team. So I think that's what I want to do. Outside of like maybe Coughing. The question then becomes, how do I want to handle Coughing, though? Coughing becomes a huge threat, especially if it's Levitate. If it's not Levitate, then I can always Earthquake it with Alolan Sandshrew, but it leads with Corphish. So I'm just going to Drain Punch first and foremost, and then I'll Whirlwind. I want to check what this Corphish is. But, like, honestly, like, I respect the lead on my opponent's part. Corphish does, like, blow through me otherwise. So yeah, I'm just going to Drain Punch. Oh, he gets defense drop. That kind of sucks. Yeah, because I would have been out of liquidation range, and then Drain Punch could have killed it. I'm just gonna go into Grimer then. Liquidation did like 14. Yeah, that looks like a regular Jolly Corphish. So I'm just gonna go into Grimer. And now we're just going to knock off. Alright, so he keeps Corphish alive, but something's getting knocked. Oh, and that is the Coughing. I'm assuming this is a thief coughing then? If I had to guess. Either way, I think I'm going to go into Elekid. I could go into a Vulpix, but there's like way too many things that threaten me when I go into Alolan Vulpix. So I think I'm just going to go into Elekid, and I'm going to click Volt Switch. Yeah, there's a thief. Say no item. Volt Switch does a lot. Like my Grimer did 7 with knockoff. I think I have to click Psychic, unfortunately. I don't like that because he can always go into like Houndour if he's aggressive. Okay, he stays in. So he sacks the coughing, which is really big for Alolan Sandshrew. And honestly, Makuhita as well. No Oranberry in my Elekid does kind of suck, but I'm a little bit okay with it, I think. Kaz, that is Q-Fan. I'm just going to Volt Switch. Into what, though? I do have speed. That's good to know. I got crit, so that's telling me this is a Violite. Does Alolan Sandshrew even live a hit? Versus Q-Fan? No way it does. 252, like, high horsepower. It does. I don't like going Alolan Sandshrew because now that coughing's gone, I can start spamming. I'm gonna go into, I don't like this play. I really don't like this play. He does click high horsepower. He outspeeds me because I am slow. And he kills me with anything, like Iron Head or whatever. I really don't like that. Or Iron Head, but... yeah, alright. Here's the thing. I have max speed on my Alolan Sandshrew, and I guarantee live high horsepower. Yeah. And Earthquake will take this out, and Earthquake will do a lot of damage to anything that would want to come in. So I'm going to click Earthquake. If he's Jolly, it's a speed tie. But I think I have to risk the speed tie, unfortunately. Losing, actually, now that I think about it, I don't know if I'm okay with losing Makuhita like that. I should have kept it for Houndour, but as unfortunate it is, I just didn't have a great way of taking on Q-Fan. Okay, so he withdraws into Downy, which is, I believe, the Apom. Or Hound... Okay, he's Shuka. I guess, how much does Dark Pulse do to Wingull from Houndour? You're not Light Orb. You are... Dark Pulse still does enough to, like, Sucker can easily take me out. I think I want to go into Alolan Vulpix. Just so I could get into Alolan Sandshrew again. And start killing things with Earthquake. I'm going to Hypnosis. Yeah. I mean, how much does he do to Alolan Grimer with, like... Fire Blast doesn't even do a lot to me. Yeah, Fire Blast does max 15. Let's say he's Modest. Yeah, I'm okay, because I still have Grimer. Why'd he sucker? Ha! Get wrecked! Hilarious enough, I still don't take this out. I'm gonna set up Veil. And then we'll go back into Alolan Sandshrew and just click Earthquake. Or I could spin. I have Veil up, so... Yeah, I think I'll just rather spin. I don't want Rock to be up. He doesn't have a Ghost type to block this. His Houndour hasn't used a Sleep turn yet, so I'm also okay. I crit him again. And now we Earthquake. Houndour goes down. He still has Corphish in the back I need to worry about. He goes into Apom. And Krogunk. He has both Corphish and Krogunk. I need to worry about both of them. Unironically, do I just go Elekid? Or do I attack? Because right now, I'm pretty sure Alolan Sandshrew does not take a Brick Break from Apom. Yeah, no matter what. I almost think it's better for me to attack. Yeah, I'm just going to attack. Okay, he fakes out. That's fine. Snow's still up. I lose Veil. Veil doesn't matter. I'm just going to attack. I want to see what this Apom is. I get the flinch, that's huge. Snow doesn't matter, once again. We just Iron Head again. Yeah, I die. As expected, of course. But that's fine. I'm okay going down there. It's just Apom being really low is really, really good. So we're going to go into Elekid. And we're just going to click Volt Switch. I think the Corphish could be Scarf. However, that's fine because, once again, I have ways of handling Corphish. The question is, does he want to save the Elekid? He does. What does he sack? The Q-Fan. Oh no, Q-Fan lives. How much does Wingull do the Q-Fan? Yeah. How much is Wimbledon? Air Slash should take this out most of the time. Well, say he has like some good gold. Say. No, I don't trust myself enough. Crap. I'm just gonna surf. Okay. Alright, so he does let Q-Fant go down. I always have a sack to get Wingull back in. And everything is really low. So... issue is I am Scarf. I have to stack along the Vulpix. He goes straight into Corphish. How much do I do to Corphish, which is obviously not a Violite? Not enough. Air Slash will do enough, but I didn't click Air Slash. I clicked Surf. Yeah. I have to stack Alolan Vulpix here. Which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Yeah, there's Liquidation. We go right back into Wingull and we click Air Slash. Yeah, I think that's the correct play, because I want... If anything, I want Croagunk to be healthy enough to live a hit from... I want Ground to be healthy enough to live a hit from Croagunk. That's what I meant to say. I was struggling with my words. Yeah, down goes Corphish. Crit didn't matter there. I think you go A-Palm and you click Fake Out. He went straight for the Croagunk. Okay. I have to click Air Slash. Like, if this is... Like, if this lives, then it lives. He didn't live. Okay. Alright, perfect. We should be able to win this, and we'll move on to finals. Yep. And then in comes the A-Palm, which we are just going to Air Slash again, I think. There's a Fake Out. We are going to Air Slash. Yep. And we take out A-Palm. Alright. GG's to my opponent. I think the early crit on Keyfan was... that kind of sucked. I do apologize for that, but... And like the flinch on A-Palm as well was really great for me. So, I got lucky, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how much that would have changed the game, but either way, we are now moving on to finals, where our opponent, which hasn't been decided yet, would be either Amel or Shuckle King. So, yeah, I'm happy, excited to make it to finals, and hopefully we can show off our LC prowess one more time. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace.